Hello and welcome, everybody, to the Armando Workshop end of session show. My name is Joe Bill, but if you're on my Facebook page, you know that. We're going to do a little mini Armando for you for about 45 to 50 minutes. We have some suggestions that have come in over both YouTube and the Facebook feed. You have about another 15 or 20 seconds if you want to put any other suggestions in there to inspire us. In the meantime, why don't we welcome the cast? Everybody, cameras on, and you can introduce yourself and tell people where you are, starting with Vijay.
Vijay, I'm in south side of Chicago.
Beautiful. And Rick?
I'm Rick. I'm in a northern suburb of Chicago, the opposite end of the city from Vijay.
Nice. And Janelle?
Hi, everybody. I'm Janelle, and I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area in a town called Fremont.
Yay, Fremont. And Rita?
Hi, I'm Rita. I'm in Lima, Peru, South America.
Yay. And I'm Joe, and I'm in the middle of Chicago. So we have all of Chicago plus San Francisco and Lima, Peru covered. Thanks so much. I didn't see any other new suggestions coming up. And so all this show is, if you're not familiar with it, we're just going to take turns telling short stories based on your suggestions. And after each story, there'll be a couple of scenes and then another story and a couple scenes and another story, all tied together. Thanks so much. Once we start, you don't have to put any other suggestions in, although if you want to, I suppose you can. And I'm going to just go ahead and read through all the suggestions that come in. So normally in Armando, we would just take one suggestion, but the things we got are tacos, lizards, sprockets, Taco Bell, heavy on the tacos tonight, Legally Blonde, that feeling of a warm summer's day that isn't too hot or too cold, me likey, and the word purview. And so thank you, Bean, Ryan, Michael, Charlotte, anybody else who's watching. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Armando.
Oh, I'm going to go with the taco. Taco reminds me of food, and food reminds me of sandwiches. And I remember when I was a kid, like 6 years old, taking our lunches to school, my mom thought that I would like this vinyl lunch box with a ballerina on it. I never liked it. I was taking ballet lessons and I didn't really like that either. But anyway, I'm carrying this all year. And in it, I tended to get tuna fish sandwiches or salami sandwiches. And that would be just fine, except back in the day, this is like in the 60s, to conserve, my mom would wash the baggies. So if you can imagine what it smells like to have a very old used baggie that is washed out with soap, detergent, I'm not sure what kind it was, but it tends to make a film and it's really hard to get that soap out. So my sandwiches would taste like tuna or whatever. So palm olive tuna, how about that? Or salami palm olive. Oh my gosh. It was just not doable. So I did have to throw those things away. And that's my awful memory. I have to shake that off. So I hope the scenes are fun. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry if my sandwich tastes a little bit like Tide.
I'm feeling sick.
It's a it's kind of a costume, a habit I have from my mom that I cannot take it apart. Each time I cook, I miss that smell of detergent, and I have to sprinkle a little bit of Tide or maybe a spoon of woolite, something that can give that nice smell.
I'm feeling even more sick.
But you say you love me with all my faults and defects, and
I love you, but you can't cook.
but it's an area of it's an area I have to build. It's something it's an area of opportunities that I have to develop in that sense.
Haven't you noticed that I'm always full when it comes time to eat? That I always kind of stop off and I eat before dinner? Haven't you noticed that?
Yes, my dear, I noticed that. What can I do to fix that?
Well, you can put the woolite in the laundry room and the food in the kitchen and not mix them all up. I mean, it's your mother who taught you how to do this, right?
Yeah. I mean, since I was little, she sent me to school with these sandwiches that they smell so good and bad at the same time, and I ended up loving the taste.
Well, how did I smell to you when you met me?
Oh, your cologne remind me of Ace.
Of Ace? What's that?
Ace, you know Ace? To clean, to wash.
Oh, no. I remind you of cleaning stuff?
Yeah. But I love it. I mean, you were in the Publix, in the area, in the cleaning department, right? In the
Yeah, I did work
with the brooms and everything, and the
I know, but I didn't think I came. So that's why you loved me, because I came home smelling of cleaning fluid from my job, and you smelled me, and
it remind me of home.
and here I thought it was my intelligence, my looks,
No,
just my smell.
I love how that shirt smells.
So if I take off my shirt and just give you my shirt, will you be happy? And maybe I can eat somewhere else. I don't have to eat at home then. Do you,
Maybe.
And scene. You know, these times we live in are pretty bad. And I was just thinking, wouldn't it be great if we were back in the 60s?
I wholeheartedly agree, you know. Remind me of Beatles as soon as I say 60s, you know.
Yeah, the Beatles were a great part of the 60s. And the Summer of Love.
Summer of Love. Please,
Wherever
please me.
Please, please me, yes. Love, love me, do.
Twist and shout.
Paperback Writer.
Abbey Lane.
Lane or Road?
Abbey Road.
Ha ha! But I'm no tax man.
Do you know that I was at Beatles' first concert in Wolverhampton, England?
You went there.
I was in line for 2 days. I was the food runner. I'll go get the food, and there were 20 of my friends in the line.
Yeah.
And so we got the front row seats. And you know what happens? The screaming girls at the back and loud band in the front. My first concert in this Western world, I didn't hear a thing.
That's when concerts were concerts. You
That's
could
right.
line up for 2 days. You could go fetch food and sandwiches. Nobody bothered you. And now you can't line up for a concert for 2 days.
No.
The police will hassle you. There'll be riots. There'll be violence. But in
And
the
the food
sixth, yeah, and the food,
cost more than tickets in those days.
of course. Who can afford food at a concert anymore? A sandwich is $20.
Tag out Joe. Excuse me, sir, but your ticket for the Beatles concert here, you're too old. We only let people under the age of 30 see the Beatles, sir. We can't let you in, even though you have a ticket.
Sir, your eyesight is not good. You know, I'm 22-year-old.
Oh, come on. You're not 20. Show me there's no way. You're not 22-year-old. This is only for young people.
This is 1962. I was born in 1940.
And you got to be girls, and you got to a girl, and you got to be screaming. I got you there. We can't let you in. You're not a girl unless you can scream for me like a girl.
Tag out Rick. Yeah, the security at those concerts in the 60s, we forget how mean they could be and how sexist.
Absolutely right.
At least now there's more structure and order. But back in those days in the 60s, you could have outdoor concerts and people could smoke weed and have sex in mud puddles and things like that. You can't do that anymore.
Good old days. Good old days.
They were good old days. Although now that I think about it, I was a child.
I was 22.
I was 6. What was your favorite Beatles song? What was it?
She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
She
yeah.
loves you, yeah, yeah.
With a love like that, you know you should be glad. Nice. Yeah.
My mom and dad, they knew each other in the Beatles area, and they fall in love with each other during that time. And my mother used to have like the haircut of a Beatle, and my mother and my father fall in love with her because of her cheeks, I think, something like that. That's his story. And he has always like stare at her, like contemplate her beauty. And they have a picture when they got married that my mother is just looking to the camera and my dad is just staring at her. And until this day, it's the same dynamic. My mother looks to the world and my father stares at her. They never fight.
Aw.
They never fight. They always have plans. They have more plans than me, that's for sure. They always go to the cinema or to the theater. They know which is the last play that has already opened. And it's the same. And my mother then, she tells the story, what she saw, and my father just contemplates her. And I can say that I'm a little bit jealous of that relationship because in my house there's never been like a fight between them, never in my life. And yeah, sometimes I wish that they have fight a little bit, just for them not to be so perfect.
Babe, after we get the vase repaired, let's go play tennis, and then let's go buy some more vases that maybe are not so breakable. I'm not worried about the broken vase.
Oh.
Thank you, dear. I love you so much. Hey, would you mind vacuuming for me? Then after that, we can go to the movies. Hey, that reminds me, honey, I'm going to wash out your lunch boxes with this new improved Palmolive soap so that we can save money.
Oh, I wish she would shut up.
What, dear?
Nothing.
Tag out
Honey.
Danelle. Yeah, my wife is perfect too. Aren't we lucky?
It drives me nuts, though. It makes me feel like I mess everything up.
Yeah, I understand.
I
But
mean,
I think it's probably better to keep it all inside. Because if we show our anger, then we're going to be the wrong ones.
I know, but when your wife is talking to my wife, across the fence,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I wonder if they're not so nice and if they're talking about you and me, Joe. Ooh, Joe.
I
Where
mean-
did
Take out Rick and Joe and bring up Rita.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh, I don't know how much longer I can put up with all of this. I mean, you know what? When he vacuums, he doesn't do a good job at all. In fact,
No, but your husband is the best on earth. I mean, we always talk about how lucky you are and how you have the best husband. We wish we were all married to your husband. Please don't tell him anything. You're such a good couple. You are such like a role model for us.
okay, if you say so.
stay
Yes.
in Danelle and Rita and add Joe and Rick?
Oh, I don't know what you said. What did you
Stay
say? What-
in Danelle and Rita, honey.
Yes,
Hey,
dear.
look, it's our
We're
neighbor.
all here. We're all staying
Yeah.
in.
Okay.
Here we are
Yes.
at the fence.
Yeah.
And you guys are just the best neighbors.
Oh,
Because I can
Well-
really talk to my friend Joe and my wife, Phyllis.
yeah.
Rita and I were just talking today about what a good husband you are, Rick.
Yeah.
And what a good wife you are, Danelle. You're
Yeah.
both
Thank
so
you.
good.
And I wish that Joe scratches my back like Rick does yours every time you ask him.
Can I be honest?
Oh,
course, honey.
please.
We're not that good. You're much better than us. We have a lot of problems.
Oh, you're being
No.
modest.
No,
Yeah.
You're being modest.
no, we do. We
Sometimes Rita and I look out of our window at the two of you, and you're scratching Danelle's back, and it's like I'm cursed. I can't dance and I can't scratch backs. I'm so uncoordinated, and I just want to be like you, Rick.
wait a
Yeah,
minute.
I just wish
You've been
Joe-
watching us?
Out of admiration and love.
Well, you're a snoop.
No,
Oh,
we're just trying to keep up with your happiness.
yeah. And we are trying to upgrade our relationship to be like yours.
well,
Danelle,
That's what-
come on. Tell them we're not so good.
well, I think we are, dear, because you really did forgive me for when I crashed your car the other day, and you got a little bit of a twitch with it, but you're good for forgiving me, right? So that part is good, but
Well,
Yeah, but when oops, sorry.
go
Oh, that's
answer
okay,
that.
honey.
Oh no, we
You
are
don't
here
need
with the neighbors, and yeah, you. No, but I remember when I burned Joe's garage, he didn't like it at all. Yeah.
I didn't like it, but you know what? I didn't get angry.
get angry with each other. What's this tone all about?
It's a choice we made. We just choose to never be angry. We keep it all inside if it ever comes up.
And if it comes up, then we just pray for the
Angry,
anger to go.
angry reminds me of my grandfather. You know, he was a tough lawyer and really didn't care about grandchildren that much. And then he had a stroke. And suddenly the world changed. He was loving. He wanted to play cards with us. And would you believe at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the summer day, you could hear the ice cream guy outside, and grandfather will call all of us, all 12 of us, to buy us ice cream. I always wondered about this. How can people who are well can be so angry, and when they get sick, like he did? He was so kind, gentle, wanted to play with us, wanted to devote time to us. I remember those things about my grandfather. And those are also the talk about not only anger, but also about relationship. Relationship with my grandfather in his old days. My most pleasant memory of him.
I know I'm dying, and I've made some decisions about my will.
I would like to hear them, Father.
Well, I've left you almost everything. Don't tell the others.
Thank
I love you more.
you. I always knew it.
Did it show? Do you think the others knew?
No, but I felt that strong connection with you. I don't know if they felt them either, or if they sense it.
I wondered if it's because I paid for your college and not for theirs. I wonder if
maybe
it was a giveaway.
I think that's a way of showing it, right? But you were so gentle with them that maybe they don't mind.
Well, I hope not. I want you to carry on the legacy when I'm gone.
I'm not sure if I can do that.
You can't take care of the elephants?
No. I've never liked animals.
It's not too late for me to change my will.
No, it's late.
No, it's not. I'm of sound mind.
No, but you said that you were leaving everything to me, but I cannot take care of your elephants. I don't like elephants.
I don't like you.
Ah?
I thought you loved my elephants.
No.
I named the baby after you. Trish.
I know that, but no, the elephants remind me of, I don't know, I don't like their trumps. That thing.
Well, they're kind of tall like you. You know, when your hair is like that in the ponytail, it kind of reminds me of the elephant. That's why I've always favored you, because when I look at you, I'm reminded of the elephant and the trunk.
Tagging Rick. Honey, would you like to go to the zoo?
If I like to go to the zoo?
Yes, my daughter, I would like you to go to the zoo, you know. You can look at the animals and we can have a picnic over there.
Yeah, but Daddy, I don't like animals. I really don't like.
Come on.
No.
Your fear will only go away once you go with me.
No, I remember that trip we did to Africa. And you left me in the night there, all by myself, with the hyenas.
I want you to have courage, you know.
Pick up, EJ. Tag out, EJ. So, you know, I think you're missing an opportunity here. Do you know how much people make from these elephants that paint these amazing landscapes? I mean, there is a fortune just waiting for you if you just get over this laughing hyena terror that keeps haunting you every night.
But the terror, I don't know if it's a psychological issue, but the terror is there in my mind, you see. And each
Oh,
time somebody speaks to me or says the word animal, it brings that moment, that horrible moment that I have like a blackout, and I don't know what happened next. You know, I don't know what really happened next.
don't use that A word. How do you respond to pachyderm?
Pachyderm
Pachyderm.
instead of elephant.
Yeah.
Pachyderm. Pachyderm.
Tell you what, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna let you sell me the zoo, including all the hyenas and all the elephants.
Tag out Danelle. I don't blame you for wanting to come to therapy. So it sounds like you had a very traumatic childhood.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me about your relationship with your father?
My father, he in fact was a nice man, but he has like bursts of anger.
Oh, anger.
Yeah. And when he has this burst of anger, then he started laughing, and he left me alone in Africa, inside a tent
Oh, that's terrible.
with
That's
someone,
terrible.
with somebody, or with an animal. I don't know. I had a
There was
blackout.
An animal in your tent?
Yeah. Or a human being. I don't know if it was an animal or a human being, but somebody was really laughing at me, and it was horrible. But not like that. You're kind of cute. It was
Oh, thank you.
yeah, you are a cute
Hold on, there's something in your hair. Hold on, let me just if I can get
Take out Joe.
Are you eating my hair?
Take out. Oh, can I just lift your arm up just one little bit? Because there's like a fly I wanna get off of you into your armpit. Yeah, show me your armpit. Oh, there. Oh, those are delicious.
What is happening to you?
What is happening to me? I mean, I just noticed you have a bunch of flies around you, and I'm hungry because they don't feed us very good at the zoo, and I feel ignored, and I just there's
But you are.
there's a lizard by your ear.
Yeah, but you take care of the animals, right?
Oh no, not me, not me. I don't take care. That you must be thinking. Do I remind you of somebody else? No. I'm just one of those creatures.
and scene. I wanted to do I got a story just based on animals. When I was 19 years old in 1981, I traveled in a group called Up With People, and it was a group. There's back in those days there was like 5 different casts of 120 people from all different countries, and we would sing songs and do dances to try to bring about peace and understanding amongst people from all over. We would stay with host families. We performed and sang and toured the United States, and then we also went to the Caribbean and Venezuela. We had a great time. But and we would play in strange places. When we were in South America, we would play in bull rings. We would perform in a bull ring. We would perform in baseball stadiums. But before that, in the first semester, the weirdest place we ever performed, and remember, this is like a cast of 100 and something people. We performed in the seal pit at the San Diego Zoo. So there's like this trough, this trench of water that went all around the front of what the stage would be. And then on the stage where normally there would be seals doing an act where they would flop around the stage and blow on horns and do tricks and balance balls on their head and stuff. They set up our band and our risers and our electronic equipment, and we were kind of freaking out because there's just water everywhere, and water and electronics don't go well together, especially in the 80s. But I got to do one of the songs. I got to be a soloist. There was a rap song that was an audience participation song called Shape It Up. And it was basically everybody running around in sweatpants and sweat clothes. And I would encourage the audience to do very light workout stuff, like doing shoulder raises and like shaking out their hands and things like this. And so this was really before I was much of an improviser, but I changed the lyrics in one of the verses when I was explaining with the people like what to do, you know, like stretching. And then I said, bark like a seal, arr, arr, arr. And they didn't do that at first. I bark like a seal, arr, arr, arr. And then I got them to do that. But the band, like, you know, I totally went off book, and this is a very scripted show. And I got in a lot of trouble for just using my environment and getting people to bark like a seal. And that's probably why we failed in our mission to bring about peace, love, and understanding in the world.
I need your seal of approval, sir. I need a notary seal. I'm divorcing my wife, and I need you're a notary, and I need you to mark it, you know, your seal on here so I can get the divorce. So would you stop talking to your girlfriend and just document, you know, stamp my papers, please?
Mr. Costello, this is the 20th time you have come to me for these kind of things.
I've had a lot of
never
divorces.
say-
Tag out Vijay. You want to divorce me? I won't let you. I won't let you this time. No.
Oh no!
I know.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I work at the.
I thought I came to the notary by myself. Did you follow me?
Yes, you didn't give me my banana this morning.
Tag out
Monkey
Rick.
business.
Tag out Rick. Did you leave your husband yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the divorce, and
Yeah.
and then we'll meet each other, right?
So we can finally be together.
So when I think of animals, I think of my I had a dog when I was a kid. And I really loved the dog, Skipper, but I went to college very soon after I got the dog, and my parents gave the dog to my sister, who was married, and I never saw the dog again. So I've always wanted a dog, and our cousins, Rick and Estelle, they had a dog, and the dog was Bo, was the name of the dog. I don't know much about breeds, but it was kind of a white, cute dog, and they loved Bo. Unfortunately, my cousins didn't love each other, and they got divorced, and they both moved in places where they couldn't have a dog. And so we decided we would take Bo. So my wife and I, Marcia and I, took Bo. And the problem was, I liked Bo. It's like ever since I was a kid, I wanted a dog, and now I had one. And when I got home from work, which was late, I'd walk Bo, but I wasn't around as much during the day. My wife was, and she didn't like Bo. You know, Bo was an older dog, and Bo had been with this family his whole life, and now was in strangers. And so Bo had a couple of accidents on the rug, and my wife likes house being a certain way. And so she was not happy with Bo. And so she convinced we call her our aunt. It's really an elderly cousin, to take Bo. And so the elderly cousin took Bo in, but she was trying to save money. so she didn't turn on the air conditioning. And Bo didn't make it. He was an old dog and couldn't handle the hot weather. And I still wish I had a dog, but not a dog that's going to lose that way.
Dear. You know what?
What
I'm
now?
pretty sure my husband tonight, you know what? Yesterday he brought me a cat from his friend Phyllis and Paul that got divorced. Okay, last week he brought a tiny donkey from his his farmer friends that got divorced. And
Wait a minute. You said a monkey? A tiny monkey?
Donkey.
Donkey. Oh.
Yeehaw, donkey. Yeah,
Oh.
so I have the cat, the donkey, and he called now, can I bring you a chicken because Sally's getting divorced? And so what's my home? Is it going to be a farm?
It's gonna be a farm. You need to take the temperature down in here. It's really too hot if you're gonna have all these animals in here. They don't like heat, and it smells really bad. But yeah, you're gonna be a farm lady. You might
I
as well.
got Danelle. Honey, I brought home a chicken, a live one.
Oh my God. All right.
All right.
So is it a chicken for a pet or a chicken to eat?
We don't eat our pets. I don't eat our pets.
But we can eat chicken, right? But honey, honey, listen to me. I want kids. I don't want animals. I want a son, a daughter. I don't need a dog, a donkey, a cat, and a chicken.
You want kids? You didn't tell me that when we were getting married.
But I show you in many ways. I mean, I bought a cradle. I bought.
Sorry, your window was open. No, your window was open, and I heard you want kids. I don't have a place to stay. Couldn't I stay with you? My mommy doesn't want me to stay with her anymore. I would like to live with you, if that's okay.
Do you like donkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted a donkey.
Do you like chickens?
Oh, I used to have chickens, snap, crackle, and pop, but then they ate them, and they were my pets.
Do you like cats?
I'll take care of the pets.
You know, this little kid is probably easier to live with than you, Grace.
Well, I don't want to cause any trouble.
Well, no, look how easy you are, and Grace doesn't like anything I do. I bring.
I like everything.
Okay, I'm out of this game. I'm gonna take a walk. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
With your new daughter.
Daddy?
Ooh, this has gone really quick. You're next door. You asked to live with me, and now I'm daddy.
Well, why not? I'm a very agreeable person, and you're going to let me have a donkey and chickens.
How am I going to explain it to your parent? Do you have parents, or are you an orphan?
No, they ran away with the circus and kind of left me behind. You won't do that, will you? They said there was something wrong with me. They said that I was like always talking too much and always wanting things. And they just because they got tired of hearing me all day long. But now that you're here.
I wondered why they abandoned you and why you're looking for a family.
Check out Rick.
Please.
Oh, where are you going? Don't leave me. Oh.
So did you make it? Did they adopt you?
Yeah, they're in the process of getting all the paperwork sealed off.
Look,
So
make
it
sure
should be okay.
you have a financial agreement with them.
Oh, a financial agreement?
Yeah, just in case they decide to drop you. It's like a nuptial agreement. You don't understand nuptial agreement. You are too little.
Uncle Bill, you can teach me everything. I'll do you an honor of really paying attention and
Well-
everything.
You have financial agreement, then you dish them and move to another one. That's how we make our money, you know.
I know, Uncle Bill, you're the best. I learned so much from you. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just this close to having them seal everything. So
Tag out Danelle. So you got her to move away.
Look, I had to do it.
You know, it makes sense that you listened to the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds album and decided it was better for your niece to be with a family with animals. I mean, the Beatles, they ended too soon, but at least the Beach Boys were with us for a long time.
That's right. And then I moved on to classical music, you see.
Oh. Yeah, well, that's safer because there's no words.
There are words in opera, but who understands them, you know? I mean,
Who? No.
Yeah,
I mean,
you-
those aren't words. Those are just sounds from the bottom of lungs. There's no articulation. They might as well be pet sounds.
That's right.
Did you like the Beach Boys? Or did it just...
I never paid any attention to them. I moved to classical music after Beatles, you know.
I know, but I gave you that. I wanted you to hear that song, God Only Knows What I Do Without Her. I wanted you to get rid of your niece so you and I could just talk about the 60s all day without being interrupted.
We can go
Hey,
back to that.
tag Vijay. Oh, Joe, I brought you your acid. I'm your acid dealer, you know. So
Oh, of course, I know. Don't say it too loud.
the last one died. The last one died.
I know.
So this acid is for you.
Yeah. Thank you
I
very
hope
much.
it works out. I hope
Oh,
works.
it will. Yeah, this
Enjoy.
reality, it's not for me anymore.
It's more like it's better than a gummy.
Grace, don't go away, Grace. I've changed my mind. We've got Uncle Bill go. And,
He went on a trip.
well, no, I thought we'd have a party and you know, we could play the Beatles song. You know, the I Am a Walrus with
Beatles song?
with our daughter. Where's
I'm here
our
to-
new daughter? And Uncle
I'm
Bill?
here.
I
We
want
could
to.
have a party.
We all live in the Yellow Submarine, maybe.
No, it's got to be about an animal. Rocky Raccoon or I'm a Walrus. How about I'm a Walrus?
I'm a walrus in the sunshine. Oh, it goes different than that, doesn't it?
It
I'm
does, I
thinking more
don't-
classical.
Rocky Raccoon? Does anybody know that?
Rocky Raccoon went up to his room
Sure.
so he could
And with a
adopt
broom.
many animals. No?
No,
Well, this is a great party.
it's
it's
got
my
a gun though in there somewhere, I think.
I like Lucy in the sky with
That we know, even though there's not animals. One last chorus. Come on. Lucy in the sky
with
diamonds.
diamonds. And that's our show.
Yay!
Yay. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Joe.
I'm VJ.
I'm going to work on I Am a Walrus.
I'm
Rita.
Rita.
Thanks for tuning in to our nice little Armando show. Thank you all for doing the show. We'll do one more with some more of the class. Will be here along with these four on Monday night at the same time. Thanks so much. Keep your eyes peeled. Anybody have any other shows or things you want to plug?
April 22nd at Bug House, the Improv Bus is performing the Chicago Haha Show in Chicago.
Yay. I think after our show on Monday, I might be up at Clash on Clark. These are all Chicago shows, so you have to be in Chicago to see these. But if wherever you are, just go support your local improv theater. Go take an improv class. It's tons of fun. We can do it online. We can do it in real life. The next pandemic is just around the corner, so get your Zoom chops on. No! Hey, have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.